now we're on to Project 3. We're going to do inspiration for Jasper Johns' American flag. And Jasper Johns was an American contemporary artist. And our elements and principles of art will be pattern, movement, and line. So let's refer back to the wall. And we're going to use pattern, we're going to use movement, and then we're going to use line. And those are going to be our ingredients that we need to make this project work. Before we get to our lesson, I want to show you some things in my classroom that I have done that have been inspired by, like a Jasper Johns art project. If you look back here on my back wall, I am a big person in honoring our military, our veterans, and current military men and women that serve our country. So every September through November, through Veterans Day, we practice for a big veterans program. And we have a wonderful attendance. We usually have about 30 veterans that come and attend, and they just love coming to our program to see our kids sing and all the beautiful artwork that we do. And these are some different flags that my talented art students have created over the years. And then also my kids love to draw me pictures, and I display them. And I also want to show you some on the computer from our past program of some ideas that you might have that you can always send the military, the ones overseas, or take them to our current Veterans Hospital. They love having them at the VA home. So that's one that would be down our hall. Our whole hall we decorate. So it takes us at least a good month to a month and a half to do all this artwork. And these are just tissue paper created American flags, abstract flags. And all the classes create them. So I have 12 classes. And these are torn construction paper flags that the different kids have done. And they love doing them. And to see it's the same like template, but all the kids do something a little bit different. And I think that's what makes it so special. Let's see, and I have some bigger ones. But they're just beautiful. I love that one because that's the tissue paper, and then we did an eagle on that. Okay? And these are just abstract Statue of Liberty. I think they're so cute that the kids did. But we decorate and we have a good old time for our veterans. So let's go back to our project over here. And let's think what we need. We need a white poster board. We need red, white, and blue construction paper, glue, and the star template. So you would need to print off your template for your project. And what you could do is you could do either, if you like to do a flag with straight lines, or you could do a flag with the curved lines. And this would be an open-ended project. As I referred back, this would be up to you. You could choose a wavy, or you could choose straight. And then you take your construction paper, so you would take your glue, and I would brush my glue, and I would rip my paper, as like we've done. I do a lot of ripping because in the past, scissors, the children, they like to cut their hair, or they cut their clothes. So I don't really use a lot of scissors. We do a lot of ripping. And that way I don't have parents calling me getting upset about different things that happen when I'm not watching their children because I'm watching somebody else. So, and I just love it. I think it's a lot more neat, and it's just abstract. And this is in my college book that I kept, because I refer back to this all the time, an original Jasper Johns. And this would be more representation of that, of the straight lines. But I created the wavy ones for y'all to look at. And then once you're through, you can go back over and you can coat it again with glue, or you can use the Mod Podge, and it gives it a sheen. And this is the star template that you need to cut out your stars, and you need to copy as many as you need. Of course, I don't have 50 on here because it's abstract, and I just pre-cut, and then I put them in my plastic bag for you. Now, what you could do is, while I have this tray out, I have a visually impaired child. He wears glasses and he still has problems with his vision. I lay all of his art projects inside this tray, and then whatever he would need, I would put it inside the tray. And then he knows he can't go outside these boundaries because he's not feeling around for something else. I keep his colors in a container for him, and I usually set it right there inside of his tray. And I just wanted y'all to realize that you can take a tray that has raised edges for a student with learning disabilities or visual disabilities, and they can have everything inside there, and they know that everything they need is right there underneath them. Now this is also I'm always getting new magazines, and this is the Jasper Johns lesson through Scholastic Arts, which is wonderful. And he's known for different things. It's just that we're discussing the flags. This is a color copy of what I just showed you in my college book. So this accommodation is also found in the very special arts. Now what I've done, I've taken this a step forward because I decorate at my house from May to July with all my patriotic things. I have nutcrackers, I have plaques, I have just all kind of neat things. And this might be an idea for you. I found this at my neighbor's house. They got new windows. So what I thought would be neat is to create some type of art out of it. So what I have done is I've hot glued just rope, and I'm going to hang it inside here. And I'm going to create it like, I guess like an installation, what you would call it. And I'm going to use this for my mantle. I have a mantle in my den, and I have a huge mirror behind it. And I'm going to hang this. Let's see. Scoot it down on my mantle for that. It's hard doing this upside down. There you go. So if you're thinking of, ooh, I love doing this American flag because I'm proud to be an American, but what can I do with it? You could find your old picture frame and do something with it. I also think, and like, you know, you can cut these off and do something like that. I don't even know if that's even or not. I'd probably want it to come up a little bit further like that. Let it suspend like that. I think that would be really neat looking. And if you also have like a piece of wood, like a piece of paneling or driftwood, you could glue that to that, and you could just put a sheen over it, like the Mod Podge over it. It'd be really neat. Just a piece of abstract art. And at this time, if you are a military person or a spouse military person, I would just like to say thank you for your service. And I think we all need to be grateful what our military does for us. And if you are a classroom teacher, our military people always need Christmas cards sent to them. And as I said, you can always send cards like to the nursing home, the Veterans Nursing Home on 165. So thank you, and God bless our servicemen and women and our veterans.